My family Mona Kushe and Kabo, welcome to Talk With You. We come to you every Sunday. As you know, Talk With You in a reality talk show where they bring down to you issues that we get for do with woman them and girl picking them. And me and you host Tricia. As I be they say, we dey talk about things them where get for do with woman them. Not only woman them, but also young people them where they do extremely well in their little corner. But today, we're there inside the studio to talk about how for shape the mindset of woman them for the future, because so many people their mindset not can be shaped, then they make wrong decisions. And inside the studio with me, I get a minister of God and somebody where my mentor or life coach, and also a day into woman business, and I'm going to introduce himself to una and tell una what in a day for and what the organization done they do. So welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much, Trish. What you all out of Creole?
Creole, anyone as long as, but I think say Creole will be much okay because now that we found with most of them they understand.
Okay, so now go connect with me with Creole. Me na Regina Small, the group pioneer for Women's Power Hour. Women's Power Hour an organization, Christian organization where them business now for build great women them. And we stand up on Psalm 1 verse 3, she shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bring forth fruits in due season. Her leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever she does shall prosper. So we business now for plant women, then outside them go flourish. And so we did do that in various ways. We get about 6 arms where we they use for build great women. We get the mentoring arm. When I do GMC, girl mentoring and coaching, and M4G, mentoring for greatness for women then. The girl mentoring are for girl picking between the age of 9 and 18. And the M4G are for women 18 total retirement. If you want to separate the woman 97, you can still do M4G, no problem. And so we also get the correctional arm where we go talk to women them behind bars for encourage them that that's not all, but they also get a life in front of them after parole. And we can also go to prostitutes in the streets. We can evangelize every third Friday of the month. We go talk to them for get them for do a better livelihood other than prostitution. And we also they do what we call Blessing Provokers Club. That means we support women then with the full-time ministry in the provinces and also inside Freetown, Yaso. And we do skills and business training for we younger picking there and even for women there, so that they go get self-reliance, then go able for team up with their own 2 foot, then go get skills, then we go help them to marabambai for make them be better women there. And so for the past 10 years, we done the run this organization. And this May month, now we 10th anniversary. And I'm glad if I talk to Trish about what's in the happen at Women's Power.
Fambolem una done the huge work where Regina they do, not only one thing they do, but other people them they way they help them for motivate girl picking them, not for left themselves so, but for do something better for themselves. And you say no say that the reason that they make this show day for come with their stories there, so then go impact your lives. When they're not impact you, like for those sit down and listen, but develop yourself as woman, because they can say when you educate one woman, you don't educate the whole nation. Some of the things they want to do, let's take first the first step, the 9 to 18. Why una decide for get them picking there as young as 9 for start from method?
In fact, if we get the grace of one for go down to 7, because the earlier the better. The earlier you're able to get the mind of the little girl for make you begin for pattern and you they shape them in the right direction early, and by the time when they 10, 12, she know what they about. It's sabi in left from in right. But walking left until later, like I said, the walking don't strong, you ask for Ben. So they start at 9, so that we able to begin for shape them as earlier that at least 9, then go to the class 5 or class 4, class 5 for going to class 6. So that then go begin for now a place where they're able to understand well, then get a little bit more attention span, and then curious. You're able to catch their attention if you get a proper icebreaker and your teaching plan. You can for catch their attention and put across some things that we can interest them. And at that small age, there you go shock. Say you go interest them with waiting a sex. You hear that word about sex and go, auntie, waiting? Then go listen to you because they want understand. And you know, as early as their age, then they, yes, you get for begin for talk to you picking about sex, about drugs, about alcohol, about gay life, lesbianism, or homosexuality, then for begin for understand waiting at the right thing from that age. And that age, for begin for push God inside them. Let them understand the God factor in their life. So they start as early as that, so that now a good stage for begin for shape their minds.
So in shaping their minds there, so waiting una they involve them picking there so for them.
Fantastic. I like that question, they Trish. Girl picking, you get a whole facet of a girl's life. You get the girl picking spiritual life, you get the girl picking in social life, you get the girl picking in academic life, you get the girl picking in financial life. Where small boy get for begin learn how for deal with money so that no be a money waster or not sabi make money. And the picking gets an emotional being. And so if the picking in life, the girl picking in life, the facets them wide. And so we compress them into a way where we could able for touch the different facets in this girl picking life. So they teach them life skills. Life skills now they then go learn how to make the right decision, learn good life principles, help them for understand good work ethics, and pushing them proper things then we go make them able for team up to one with good value system. Then they pushing them spiritual things. That is the word of God. You know, the word now they keep with God picking. In fact, life without God is zero. So we get for put God na the picture of the younger picking life. Let them understand the God factor in their growth pattern. The God factor as then they channel their life for them today, for them tomorrow, and for down the line na their future. They get to understand the role where God play. And then we they teach them practical hands-on skills. Then practical skills then are things then where they go use for self-reliance. We go help them tomorrow and by where they go college, then go use them skills then they for make money. Because now this money, then they drag them away. We see the rich college, then go and buy Brazilian hair, then go and buy high shoes, then go and buy Gucci bag, then go and all that in the way they see. But you get for learn the girl particularly understand contentment. Not to how we go college. We go college not to dress up. We go college now for face you books. But at the same time, then can get needs. You go and making here. You go and buy snacks apart from normal food. So if you get them small money through these skills, like beauty skills, like beadworks, like crocheting, like baking, making cakes or buns, or doing savories, then as snacks, things that way you go able for do small, where you go able for begin for raise income for himself. And you go be shocked. Say where you begin for teaching that it they grow for be an entrepreneur at an early stage, because they begin for understand the profit making behind business, how for talk to people for customer service, and how for relate with people, because at an early stage in our college they begin for learn how for mix with different type of people. And once you they do business, you go meet all kind of people then. So that can also begin for shape their minds, for learn how for meet people, relate to people, and learn how for begin for do good business. So life skills, hands-on skills, and the word of God. Now we focal 3-part mentoring style for we younger beginner.
Okay, like what you say, when they're at that very young age, it's very, very difficult to deal with girl picking them. It's at the teenage stage where they can do so many things when I like them feel and I explore that they explore. And that particular period then they if una don't learn them how for do then skills then they and also don't get them closer to God. No say there's this God we need you for be that person and I'll make you and this God not will let you down. Then when I also don't give them the skills for move on. Yeah. What are the other things that make I need for tell them say despite the fact that you have money, because some people are not to money they kind and go lead them astray, not to things where they lead them astray, and just that peer group influence. How one can attack that particular side?
Okay, peer pressure now one particular topic they deal with in our life skills. We they turn around to positive peer pressure. Okay, positive peer pressure now where you they work out with the right friends, where go influence you for good. Because many times we look at the bad friends, we go influence them wrongly. Yes, nothing wrong with that. But emphasize on the good friends. Let it learn how to choose the right good friends. We go influence them for positive things then in life. If you get party where they say, Carla will go study, we'll go find this quiet place down this area. Lord, nobody no go see. Lord, go there, we'll read we book. We go there from this time to this time before that clock come back now after school. Lord, go na library. Lord, go take this one and so books. And Lord, begin for see if we go before research that homework way and auntie giving at school. If you get a friend like that, yes, that's a good friend. You get a friend where they influence you, say, Wednesday na Bible study, I can't take you. I say yes, get ready by 5 or get ready by 6. Now they encourage you for go church. They encourage you for go learn the word of God. That's a good friend. Then we they show them waiting for look inside for get the good peer pressure. Waiting for look, because we get different types of friends. Mm-hmm. We get normal acquaintance, friend that with a normal acquaintance. Hello, mm-hmm. I do. Then we get friends that way, I can call them relators. You can relate with them, but not too deep. You can pass the hello to, oh, you're looking nice. Glad for you today. Thank you. Thank God you can this program. Or that una talk small. Then you get friends when an inner circle. Where they want the friends away before talk you heart. Before talk you challenges. Before talk waiting they do you areas the way you want let that friend they stand with you. So we they ask them, let them go further, forget them kind of friends, the way go able for relate with waiting they happen at their life. Not a friend will go jealous you or envy you, or if you can't first in a class, in can thought he hates you for big way you can beat him. 2 step no more you beat him, but he don't hate you because no one let you come first now. In one come first.
Like the shining friend, way no more for the shine.
Yes. So we teach how to choose the right friends. And when they learn how to choose the right friends, they go get the right peer influence. Once you stay on that lane, it's difficult for men to go na the wrong lane. Yes, influence go there, but then they go learn how to manage wrong influence. As a sport, you say, this one I say after school, love go find that uncle down yonder. Wait, then all and you say after school now for come home. And mommy no say you be not been tell mommy say you go piano uncle down yonder after school. Home they go. But if one friend can't tell you say that uncle down yonder, he say my car after school they can't give me money. You go get for understand for say them don't teach me say after school. I for go na house. If I for go any side, me mama for no house a day after school. So once you don't give on that ground rule, you don't get that in mind. If a friend can one influence and for go somewhere else after school. If you're able to stand and say, and not been telling me, Mama say I they go down to that uncle after school.
Okay, so like Kuna, they do a very great work. That's something we're laudable, and nobody will see them kind of thing in the and say no, this is not something good. Now we come on out from the 9 years to 18, and no can out from the 18 to retirement age till you die.
Big lady.
Big lady. You this is not something way now for make you become who that you want for be. How una they flow in with them people and they because you get for realize say the 18 to take big now. If you say everything, how una they try to mold their mind and they.
Thank you very much. I got one book where they work on where I call Tertiary GMC, girl mentoring and coaching for picking the way don't left secondary school because now a whole different world. Then don't left secondary school, they not be adults yet at the same time they're not to picking again. So go treat them like I they treat that from 2 picking or that from 5 picking, then don't pass, then don't they come into that age of independence where they hound them like I been they hound them before. Mm-hmm. You get for begin for let them learn how for decide. You just get for guide. You get for then at that stage where they're not big gates, but either they're not small. Mm-hmm. So now a very dicey stage. So, as a parent or mentor, this time then they get for the boyfriend and they begin for, then they get boyfriend, then they can say, I want you, serious relationship, they begin for crop up. Then they get thoughts about career. Then they get thoughts about traveling. Then they get thoughts about who I am. Then they begin for find themselves. That stage now, then they find themselves. And so, as a mentor now, they begin for work out with that picking for let it find in strengths. Let it look what it good at. All right. Then you begin for channel am. Now the subject the way been picked, until they can pick subject them by peer influence, become a party do science, means a party go do science. But if you look at good and sometimes art speaking, it like boku talk, it like read, it like act, it gets other skills that way look artistic. But because a friend been do science, himself been pick science. Now the place where he get for really go into who that he be, so that he no go follow that falamakata, go inside college. So the mentor get for guidance, let it choose the right thing where go study for in future. Then further down the line, between 18 to 25, you begin for learn how for handle relationships. Uda you go get for plan for live your life with for the rest of your life. Teach them how to choose the right partner. Who that you go and turn over your heart to before they may not break your heart, and we can ask them.
Inevitable.
We can ask them, can you manage heartbreak? How them for manage if the man say the boyfriend say I don't want you again, or because some of them don't ever handle then tough things then we woman the way don't mature handle. So you get for teach them how for manage. Say if he say no want you again, na in-laws. If he left you for your party, na in-laws. You na good girl, you get good potential, and don't left the good thing, you know. Show them the good things the way they in their life, so that they go able to manage that season and then go cross over to a better season after that incident, you know. And we get the M4G program. If you go na www.mentoringforgreatness.com, that na day we get all them good materials then for over 18s. Total woman then 30.
So now get written materials.
Yeah, we get materials. Yes. In fact, from Friday to today na the last day, we did teach from. We get a mentoring weekend for women where we did teach on Zoom. So women they all over other nations. Then they join me online, and we did do the M4G program where it includes spiritual, include the woman in vision, the woman in career, the woman in business, the woman in legacy, and the woman in home, and the young girl we want prepare for marriage, and the woman we don't marry how to understand the man, and goodies. It's a whole package. The M4G is a whole package. In fact, it covers the total woman. From your mission statement as a woman, you forget a mission statement. Wait till your life summarize of. Wait till your life made up of. Because your life can be full of so many things. You get for learn for declutter and face your purpose and get focus in what you for they do. So we can teach mission statement. Then we can teach how for be sure say you are saved, so that you know say you know God. You know God for yourself, not to waiting and tell you no more. But you yourself, you know God, you know. And how for run with your vision. Everybody get vision, everybody get dream. We encourage women then for dream big. But then when you dream big, you ready for the big dream? Your life don't ready. So we can teach vision preparation. I go prepare your life for your dream, prepare your emotions, prepare your intellect, prepare your skills, prepare your communication, language, prepare different things that way for meet up that vision where you get. Then we get the topic winner, balancing your business and your home. So woman then we get business and themselves now wife. Let the business not blossom, the marriage die. Or the business died, the marriage blossom. Anyway, but we could all to prosper as women. We not allow business die, we want to hold on to a marriage as well. So how a woman for set in priorities right, how for know waiting urgent from waiting important. Get woman then for learn how for run their home and also manage their business successfully. It has been great this from Friday to now. Today now we last session, this 5 o'clock, and we go to look at preparation for marriage. We're very well for singles, because the single girls then these days not all not ready for marriage, or one married, but are we ready? In various fronts. So I would get yourself ready financially, emotionally, spiritually, various corners. How you go learn how not for be a waster, how you go make yourself a wife material so that you go attract the right person. I go add value to your life so that you go get valuable man. You know, not to for just marry any man, not to because you want marry any man. No, a woman get for getting life to a place where in life can attract the right guy where they dream. You know, so those are the M4G program, which is very powerful, and we don't push them for some while now.
Okay, you talk about how for become a wife material,
Yeah.
which so many people can say, what's this ingredients where woman need for put together? Is it written down, or not just everybody gets in your different idea of being a wife material day, or maybe now your partner gets an ideal idea of how he wants to follow in wife material day. So how one can try to make people shape themselves into becoming wife material?
A very good question. This is go tell, but I will give you small, because in fact I put a book together with that particular subject. I make them into a book so that young girls then go read them and be able for put some things where to make them life be ready for marriage. Now, what thing you go do with your life for prepare you for a wife material? First of all, the woman when they prepare for wife material for left for double dates. Double dates, that means you go with Mohammed, you go with Alassane. Now, you don't know if na Mohammed, you don't know if na Alassane. You get for date one man at a time, so that you bring that one man before God and ask him, God, na Alassane? You pray about Alassane. If not to Alassane, God will let you know na your heart. The person when na your partner, you go get peace about him. And the Bible said, the peace of God which passeth all understanding shall keep your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. You go get peace about him. You know the shame about him. You happy for introduce him to your people. You like what they do. You get a passion about him. You know they feel bad when they talk about him. You know they manage him. Yes. So you go bring that one person, one man at a time. If not to Alassane, you go no. Where you say you know too please. You dey shame, you know why even introduce them to your family. You know like what they kind of work way they do. Maybe in vision they not gel with you. You know like the way I can dress. There's some things where no can connect. You go no. Say Alassane not to the one. Okay, Father Lord, I bring Mohammed. Now if Mohammed come into you, now you want date Mohammed, now you can bring Mohammed before God. So date one at a time. The woman they prepare for being a wife material. Get for learn how for manage money. Young single ladies, we can be wasteful. We can want Brazilian hair, we can want Gucci bag, we can want latest things there, latest phone, latest gadget, things that were at that point of your life you don't need them. Not to them at the end thing at that point of your life. So if you wasteful, when the guy can your life, he meet you the waste. You want for the go na beach every Sunday for the buy, expensive food for to amen. You want for the pass with then new type of clothes, new hairstyle, new Yvonne, new this. Every month you want one new thing. You for go shopping and then shop where na for first lady. And they say put yourself where you know reach it. Okay. And if you never kind of where the man see you, he go think 2 times now this kind of one bring now. Don't me bank so. Or if he be a woman where as you meet person, you bring all your family problem to that man. And we also don't use her. Me until in our hospital not well. Sometimes the first 2 months when I meet you, don't all kind of problem don't bring to this man. Man go on. You see this one can't drain me. But if you're not a woman who able to manage money, you sabi turn 10,000 to 50,000. Are you the man that they look for? If you know how for save for something, you dey save for buy fridge, save for start a business, you dey save not to always see you pass any to pass you buy. No, you dey buy what you need, not to what you want. All man want, but you get for now for what you need, from what you want. So do not want for build a wife material, get for learn how for manage money. Also where they learn for be a wife material, they get for learn how he go keep himself away from I want for call a word away from compromising position. I can't explain that.
Yes, because compromising position.
Yes, maybe always now one married man they give lifts for go work. Well, maybe now your neighbor, nobody know not they go on between, but it can give lifts. And if it constantly they give lifts, especially if in wife not they did at the motor car where you did you they put yourself in a compromising position where people and they begin for think say Hope say you know they go out with Mr. Sise. After they see that Mr. Sise, let me say back they bring you come home back after work.
You're in trouble.
You don't complete the show. You know. Yeah. Then kind of compromising, you get to try to avoid, not be over friendly with married men. You they close the door for single men for come to you, and you they give people a wrong idea about you. Sometimes nothing they be truly. Sometimes they go out with themselves. They not find clean friendship. But that human being, that's the way that they see, then don't form something about you. So avoid. If now 1 time for a week, okay, let you go 1 time for a week. Or 1 time, just say, no, sir, they take transport. It's okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Watch, 1 time.
But it can be very difficult for finding yourself in a position because let's say you are trying to manage your resources and this person they
give them
transport, you have to keep it. But although people talk when they don't know things, so like what you say, one time you said go, they say, okay, I wait for person or give them an excuse, right?
Yes, 1 time. Just maybe you leave 1 time, not be your whole thing. So that they not go to constantly they see you and or always go to your office because in office they near. The pastor and that's a lot tell you I do. How you do, sir? How do you work, sir?
That's even giving the green light to the person. Said maybe this person kind of like interested in me or something.
You they call trouble. You are calling one. Then compromising position, the way go give you a wrong image to people. Watch if you want to be a wife material. Watch. Keep yourself, comport yourself, and try to get yourself in a particular place where go they be seen as waiting they no understand. So that now few good ones. There are many, but let me left into that for now.
Yeah. So like we don't talk about the 2 mentoring programs the Mona gets. Let's talk about the organization. Waiting, how una start and why una decide to come up with this kind of organization where they get kind of a fine thing there. So
good. Women's Power Hour starts 2011 at the UK. I've been in Kent Medway, and I've been get an accident. I refused for staying at the hospital. I said then left Bela can house. I make strong like I don't get in my life. I've been just 1 car home. I not like admit. So now my sick bed, now God begin for show me what He wants me for do about women. And say go build great women. And He give me the name Women's Power Hour. In fact, I go online, I begin for fena. I say now we want to get under this world. But no, I meet power women, I meet our power. I mean different things that were similar, not exactly Women's Power Hour. So been stand as a unique name. And everything we God tell me for do, I put them down. Show me the scripture, say go build great women worldwide. In fact, this year when we do the Praise 24, we involve about 7 nations. I begin to see the worldwide, they come into being in a lot of ways. Even though we've been on the spread to Malawi, Gambia, Liberia online, as I say, it be more stronger these latter years where they see what God they do, where the Zoom begin to take place. Now, social media they be stronger, live and things then they be stronger. So other women and they quickly connect with what Women's Power Hour they all about. So we start that Sunday, and we start by writing. We'll be the write. I don't even know so I get writing grace. Now that season there I get for notice say, oh, I can write. So I can then I can stay up, I can write, stay, I publish my first book. And quickly other women then be attracted to what they do because when they write about things that will not be always not common at the pulpit, because one for build with the total woman, not only spiritual, but also one for build with the mindset, the woman in career, the woman in vision, then things. So can they write awakening your giants, we can write woman on the rise, we can write lonely woman, what are you doing? Things that we could just meet woman then at the point of need. And few months down the line, but woman then can connect with the vision. So the team grow, we think we come about. In them less than 6 months, I don't get a bigger team. We're all able to write every week different things. So we can get rota, they write to put them up now with Facebook page. Less than how many months the page just they grow, In fact, now I can't fit on. Now the growth not as speed as like what we did London. We don't go to almost 600. Now they go about 800 now. People now the women's per hour wall, and people then begin for connect with we from other nations. Say the level to they do. So I begin for they send them right up here to the woman and then their nation, and then they scatter around among themselves for post them by email or by their own WhatsApp group and their own Facebook page and all it too they do. And soon it begin for grow wider and wider and wider. So in 2012, I returned to Sierra Leone, and I meet a Cameroonian lady who begin for encourage me. He say he really get a heart for single women. Say not like how single woman in the sofa and a salon. And I know one day tell and say I get a heart for women. I get something where God puts in my hand for do.
Okay, so it was just.
I almost cried. She began for tell me all her desire, or her heart, and I just smile. I said, well, you are talking to the right person. I say, God really they push me for do a lot with women. I said, I've been on starting at UK with writing and all of that. So we begin for pray. We call them power nights, and we invite few women, very few. And we begin for pray about the needs of women and nations, women and their family, women the way they suffer, women the way they don't rape. Begin for pray for them, begin for move. And then God opened up for me for radio. And I took this vision going to radio. And the radio people then just embrace them. That's BBN Radio, FM 93. Now they're at 92.9. Now the radio now, God give me a great platform.
Okay.
We really spread fast.
Okay, so from the radio, and when I start for spread faster, like what you say, and people get to know about Una and get for connect with Una. Apart from the radio, hearing the writing, is it there is a meeting point? Usai Una don't get a woman there now?
Yes, we get what we call P3. P3 now prayer preparation and progress meeting for women every second Friday of the month. Now that meeting day, now they will build great women. Now they will teach. Now they will encourage. Now they will pass on everything where God can put inside me for pass on to the woman. Now that platform day, and because the social media or apps they don't come now where they help me for reach out to other people. So they do the P3 online on Zoom. So women in Banjul, Liberia, America, England, they can join me on Zoom. Or in fact, yesterday we get two ladies there from Banjul, 2 from the UK, 2 from the United States, plus the Salon man. Then we did it with it. Then join me. So now the people came in as Zoom. Now prayer is important, but preparing the woman in life to succeed is a very important place. With waiting how. They prepare the woman. Then when the woman prepared, the woman go progress. So that meeting then are for prayer, not for preparation, and for the progress of the woman life.
Okay. So since you had a meet for prayer,
second Friday na the month, special folk canteen on ground.
Oh, sorry?
Special folk canteen at Jomo Kenyatta Road.
Okay.
Outside they get special courts that they canteen then call them special folk.
Okay. So now the canteen the owner can meet for pray and try for progress and do so many other things.
Yes.
What are the other activities then where Women's Power Hour they do apart from that day for reaching out? Yeah, you talk about the correctional center.
Yes.
So how una don't go about that day for go talk to people and behind
bars? That's now we expensive. So we can do once a year. We can go to the woman and correctional center. We go for buy things because they just go. They go talk. Then get needs. Then get issues. And government able to do all. Mm-hmm. So where we they go there, we can carry them toiletries, then daily necessities, things that we woman and only like you pad, you cream, you Vaseline, you toothpaste, you brush, simple things then we they make packs for them. So that can cost we some money. So that make we can make the visit all the time, every time. So when we go there, we pay attention to the daily necessities, and then we bring the word of God when I able to change hearts and lives. Now they able for make woman when a prisoner turn to saints. That the word of God powerful enough for make the way them come out of prison, for make their life be that different woman. Because if you listen to the survey and the history, if woman can come out of prison less than 6 months, some of them they come back inside. Some of them tell like, I don't know if it's there. So they can go back and cry and go inside back. So we own business now. For when they come on do, we can let them send them to we. When they come to we become channel in our church. We they get close there for them. So when they don't come on our host, no, they don't get close again. They don't get place for day. So we can try for like reunite them with their family, give them money for start business. The power woman they can really do well. They can gather among ourselves for this one to abroad, this one to NGO, they give it. Now power women, Sierra Leonean women. In fact, women's power our vision has been 80%, 90% supported by Sierra Leone women. I can boast about that. Say it is our very sisters. Now we they push this thing forward with we own cash, So we go help them settle after parole, and then the one we can get picking. So until they can bump picking inside there. So until yes, they can go inside prison with belly. Until they can know it's picking. Until they can all left them picking into people, picking and not sabi there again. It's a whole new life after parole. So don't they inside 9-10 years. So we can try for like rehabilitate there. So correctional arm, we love it. We wish we can go more frequent. We'll go with the left with materials, then we write ups with articles, and then can left the reader, for continue for help them, for encourage them.
Most organizations can come and do certain things then can get that face. Only don't take 10 years. And then can normally, when they meet them they'll say the beneficiaries, then they can talk to them and probably brand their life to that particular moment and not do follow-up later. Una can normally do follow-up and see una success stories and the blossom.
Oh, we happy. We get some girls that now with the college, like we get na McKinney Teachers College, na Unimac, we get Alanda Bar Dede, Mira King Dede, we get one other Mary John Try, we call it. Then Pioneer. That one they will start the GMC with we. When we open up GMC Girl Mentoring, they were the first girls. Now then girls and then they can be co-mentors with we. Now then they help. Now the GMC na McKinney. Now the girls and Unimac, they don't begin for the helping hand where they raise the other new one then na McKinney. Anytime we see them so happy. Just recently for this 10th anniversary. One day na Redeemers Radio, when are solid presenters now, Mariam Sise, and he's so happy. Mrs. Mon, I made the interview you now. Now I for ask you questions, I said, okay, they come. And she was so happy, I claimed that every step. Go meet her na Redeemers Radio right up there. And she took me through half an hour program, solid as shock. I said, so if they look me while they do radio. She has grown, and the prostitutes they who can pull out of the streets, they want the challenge. Until they go lie their address. Sometimes they can, some then they can talk the truth, but then for continue forgetting for consistently can't touch. It can be a serious challenge. But then one way serious, like one way we get lately, I know one calling name, he really serious. Now I don't take on himself, he want to do catering, now he want for do small business, so don't put some business for they do palmine, onions, something that we people they buy quick. Yes. In fact, if I get past for the market, they sell like palmine by 5 batter. Your 5 gallon, that kind of business. They say you get heart for being a caterer. So go put an award to say, make it enroll, So then small success stories. Then there is such a joy for work. You can see them picking and they back out far them don't grow with them lives them. It's a joy to me. And as a woman, where you look picking their life, where you contribute to their growth, no money no able for pay that. It's such a joy. So these 10 years, we get a lot. We don't, girls them pass, more than 500 don't pass now we don't mentor. In schools, in communities, in churches. And then I don't meet the meet number personally. Even me compound. The beginning of any gap picking where you can near Mrs. Mo, you they be at the good GMC influence. At the beginning of me compound and then I be beadworks. They make slippers now. They make necklaces.
Wow.
Just once you didn't once you didn't near me, you go learn something. And they rub off on them, you know.
So waiting on a plan them for celebrate this big anniversary, because 10 years, it's not 10 days, it's not 10 weeks, it's 10 full years, and when I don't do them thing, then they over and over again, here come in and out.
Telling you.
So waiting on a plan for this 10 years.
10-year celebration. Wow. Well, throughout the month of May, we celebrate. We don't start with the first week of May. We do Praise 24, a 24-hour praise round the clock. We've been doing on Mercy TV, where Sierra Leone have been the host nation. Then we've been get 8 other nations that we've been joined with for due to praise. But Cameroon pull out last minute, so we'll be left with 7 nations then. Sierra Leone, Ghana, Gambia, Liberia, America, UK, with one more country. So, if I remember the one, yes, we all been there, then they do them online. So we then a studio when we do the live. Sierra Leone, then I did on ground the live band, then McKinney, then self get a live band at one place na McKinney. And then other countries then they do them na Zoom.
Okay.
So on the Zoom, I did the pick for putting on YouTube and Facebook Live. So we do them for 24 hours. We start 12 o'clock on Friday, the 7th of May, and it done 12 o'clock Saturday, 8th of May. I don't know if they ever do in a salon before. It was first of its kind. And we so glorified God because God was so faithful in providing the stream. People don't go up with stream. The studio, na Mercy TV, we get a very good studio, and then we do with good lights, everything. Instrumentalist Benjamin and McCarthy team come with the instrumentalist. We get like 2-3 sets of instrumentalists because of 24 hours and therefore they change, you know. And woman then at the power team, we get plenty of musicians among we.
Okay.
So it was great to make a team so that we can praise God. Then we do this second week now, we mentoring weekend. Today is the last day. From the 14th to the 16th of May, we mentor women there online, we mentor the girl picking them on ground. Yesterday, the girl picking them in a hill station where number 1 Ibrahim Drive, and they do them baking skills. They learn how for bake cake, bake buns, bake cookies, cupcakes, how for do vanilla cake. Where you got picking a cake skill, cake baking skill, no money. Because one way the cake. So we get almost 30 of them yesterday being a time drive for learn how for bake. So now them be on mentoring practical, that's what them get. Then the woman them be there on Zoom, then they do the M4G program.
Okay.
That's your mission statement, your vision preparation, running a business and a home. Then topics that I've been telling you about earlier on. Now they do na Zoom. Today now the last day where we they cover preparation for marriage. Because like I've been doing question before.
Okay.
So next week now we get lunch, not dinner, na Sierra Lighthouse. And 150 for the ticket and by donation. Now this now we fundraising. Not say 150 big, I beg you. Any 150 where you pay, you dey help prostitutes them come on a street. You dey mentor younger picking, bring down teen pregnancy, position girl picking them for be better. Let them come on fine. You dey help women the way they behind bars. You dey support women in full-time ministry. You dey help women then. We get different issues in their life. Women's Power Hour na good ground for so all these goodies all they do. So support me with 1 ticket or send a donation. The ticket then they sell on number 5 Willoughby Lane, na Bookfields. And there you go get your ticket. And I'm telling you, just 1 ticket, you don't do one good thing for help women out there with the vision of Women's Power Hour. And we last program now with Thanksgiving last Sunday of the month, that's 30th of May. Now Mercy House, Sykes Street, just back of Anthony Hall. I did the church there. And I did we go give God praise for all the good things we done for we throughout the month and throughout this past 10 years. And with him now getting ready for heights. So I did we go climax actually.
Okay. I see so when I get pile of events now already don't start and when I get more where they come.
Yes, 2 more.
So let's say after the event, what's next for Women's Power Hour?
Fantastic. We get big vision. We want build a mentoring center. We have a mentoring center where girl pikin dem go dey come.
Okay.
Sometime after school or over the weekend, for can do the homework, for can learn skill, for can get access to the internet, for get access to a library, a place where them go be mentored, where them go be developed. Because now after school, then take their phone.
Yes, on WhatsApp.
Or where I do next boku, a friend boyfriend. You know, we don't get that recreation center in Sierra Leone, like when the first world country, England, America, them country, we don't go before. They get recreation center when they go do basketball, then they go do piano, then they go learn drums, then they, things them way go keep them going, keep them active, keep with youth active, so that their mind no go for crime, their mind they no go be influenced for the wrong thing. Then go begin for get themselves involved in positive things. We go develop them and add to their skills. By the time when then they grow, where you surround them with them kind of they're ready for good job. They get good work ethics. Their mentality different. Because they grow up in a place of recreation, a place where they're surrounded by mentors, where guide them from pitfalls. So we want a mentoring center. We will go get all them goodies here for girl picking. Okay. And at that, now we vision. If I would not begin for the raise fund for that, we want a land. I wish government can give it land. Government, Papa, governments. Help women power hour. We need a land for build with mentoring center. Freetown want na Makini.
Okay, so like when I get a very great vision, and I pray say with God in grace.
Amen.
And with people and where they are around una, and like what you say, government probably then go hear una and let's go come in and be part of this great thing we una don't get. And can always say if you educate one woman, you don't educate the one nation.
So yes, man.
Sister Regina there, it do so much in one to influence so many people in life. Imagine you impact the lives of 100 women, it will impact thousands lives.
Oh, yeah.
You impact the lives of 1,000 women then. That's huge. You're going to impact the whole world. So long we come together and support them now, then dinner we don't forget on
lunch.
The
lunch and Sarah Lighthouse.
On Sarah Lighthouse when?
Saturday 22nd. This Saturday.
The Saturday when they come 22nd.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Go support them for just 150,000 meals. Be part of the process. Sometimes you don't even need for go. You just need for buy the ticket and just support in your own little way. Or you can send out donations. Say, okay, me not for the ticket no more. I just give a donation of this particular amount because you don't hear you waiting and none they do, and then willing and ready for continue for do plenty other things for God picking them, not only mentoring them physically, but also they mold the mind spiritually for them become good women, good and picking them for the future, and also for make this nation become productive because we notice say now woman never kuna salon and now we need for push salon go before. Yeah. So like you don't talk about navigation on things that I don't do, and every other little need some kind of way somebody need for know about women's power.
If you support me, that not the one everybody know, and we get an orange money line.
Okay.
And if you didn't have salon, you want for support we, and for send we orange money na 079 113 688. 079 113 688, and we get a free money line, official money line, na 030 790 678. 030 790 678. Nothing no small. And if you're out of Sierra Leone, you want for support, we contact you now. Women's Power Hour Facebook or Women's Power Hour Messenger or Regina, and I will show you how you go able for send we cash from abroad, and we go get them and you go for the right thing where you want. Especially in the orphanages that where they mentor people, then there's so much need, so much need. We get one orphanage in Wellington where then is so much need, and for all begin for go do GMC the girl mentoring. God begin for open doors because they begin for say yes. This them picking the answer they need for be supported. Then people then begin for rise. So this is a good venture. Do something.
Okay. So be part of this good venture and make Mama Salon go before. People you little contributions that we they make at a little corners then. So what's your last word for Fambolan?
Wow, I want to give shout out to all the power women that we don't team up behind this vision for the past 10 years. Some of them don't deal with me since I stepped foot in Sierra Leone in 2012. So we can call them core women. Women are the core. I want to give shout out to every core woman. I want to give shout out to the freshest power woman we joined me maybe last year or even 2 months ago. Some even joined me this month because they make a lot of noise. People don't get for no, you're win a 98, you're win a Capital, see win a Mercy TV or whatever, wherever na the media you begin for thinking, then people then begin for join the group. I want to welcome you and thank you for supporting this wonderful vision. I appreciate you all, every power woman out there. I know one call name now, not get into trouble, but you all mean a lot to me. So I want to use this medium for appreciate you and thank you for 10 years standing by and being there for let God use you for reach out to girls and women out there, making their life better and prepare them for a bright future. I want to thank Tricia for giving me the platform for talk about waiting women's power added.
Okay, and we say for thank you where you take your time for can talk to people about how women them go able to shape their mind for tomorrow and for where you don't start this kind of a lot of projects, and I pray say you go continue and you not go stop and more blessings go come inside it. Till I meet tonight again next week Sunday for another edition of Talk with T. As you self know, you get for push salon before with you only two little contributions the way you make. I've been your host Tricia, and thank you to me for this time out at Janeja, and also me sponsors when a Big Things Poultry Limited, where they are Banta Eat Freshly Fresh, and I Tricia's Touch when I catering business when me get just supporting what they do on a little side, like where Regina say for make cake and other facting that gives you a whole lot, and that's what I Tricia they do. And I Tricia they support Talk with Tea, and also all the one the way they support me in their own little way. For me, this show not die and come to you every Sunday. Thank you, I don't take on time for listening to this program, and don't forget for the share with programs, anytime we see them, and go to the YouTube page. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel and give me more subscribers so the show will grow. And kind of Facebook page, like our page, follow me on various social media handles on Twitter, on Instagram, at Talk with T. Definitely this program not go die if you support this program. Thank you where you don't stay in touch, and thank you once again to Regina more for where you don't take time and we'll let forget you in a studio. As long as you do it, God we will get more of you when they establish and they go further, and we will go on for follow on our progress. Till I meet you again next week Sunday. I've been your host, Tricia.